I'm pretty sure we were parked on that thing last week. Oh yeah, I got all the things to do. Hold on. I can fix it. Get some adjustments made. Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't know if it'd be a better idea to hook up headphones. Probably not, but I don't know. Can't tell if it's gonna be too windy. I'm a treat you right. Whoa. Hi, Goose. Scared the shit out of me. Being so quiet. Now the man's gonna come after me. That's probably the mom sitting on eggs. And I just floated backwards by her. So she just ran and got the dad, I bet. Oh, bitch. You're gonna kill me. That goose doesn't have large talons. Alright. Step number 1. Beverage and cigarette. It's a decently long trip I'm taking today. Oh, all my drinks. That's just wonderful. Whichever one I can fish out first is the one I'm drinking. There's a lot of tadpoles. Going with mango foxtrot. That'll work. I'm gonna do some fishing today because I didn't do any fishing last time. And I haven't caught anything in like a fucking year. So definitely need to do some fishing. Brought my pole this time and my tackle box. So did one thing right. Well, I'll just hold on to these as a backup in case it gets too windy at some point. At least I'll have them. Hey, Emily, how goes it? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Can't complain. Go out and enjoy the weather today for a little bit. Oh yeah, the bird just came back with its husband, and I'm gone now. I knew it was going to. They always come back and try to fight you right after. I'm over here now. You're good. Water's a lot lower than it was last week, though. Trying to find a good fishing spot to start. I want to catch a fish today. I'm determined. I'm going to spend at least an hour fishing today. That's pretty good for my ADD. Oh, yaks? Can't really tell. Yaks? Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm trying to find a spot that's a little more, I don't know, shaded and kind of puddling up, where the water's gathering a little bit more. There was the spot that I got in wasn't too bad. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I need some prayers. I am had no luck, at least at the spots I've been going to lately. So hopefully today's the day. Hopefully your prayers help. What boat am I using? Oh, I got a bunch of different bait. I got most of the stuff I use is fake. I don't really use live bait just because I usually won't go through it fast enough. So I feel like it's kind of a waste of money to buy a package of worms or something like that. So if I do ever use live bait, it's just something I caught. But most of the time I have a bunch of fake bait for different things. Because I'm not trying to catch anything specific as much as I'm just trying to like fish and actually catch something and get some bites. So I have right now I have one of my worms that has 3 hooks in it, all throughout the body, and that one does pretty well. And it's good for water like this because it's got little blocks on the hooks that help it weave through and not get tangled in anything. Less snags, and then it's also scented, which I don't understand why, but it smells like bubble gum, like Big Chew bubble gum, Big League Chew bubble gum, and for some reason the fish love it. But you using a spear or something? No, not using the spear. I usually use like fake bait, or spinners or something like that. Not necessarily live bait. Ooh, I just had a couple big carp swim by me. Okay, at least I see fish today. That's good. I usually don't even see that many fish on this route, so at least I'm seeing them already. I'm excited. Might be a good day for fishing. I'm so excited. I think I might wait till I get to the bridge to throw out my pole the first time. It definitely would be interesting to watch. I would assume I'm not very good at spearfishing, considering I've never done it before. I don't think it would go that well. I mean, I've net fished before, but I've never spearfished. I've never been that hungry, I don't think. That's the crazy thing about spearfishing is I always worry I'm gonna like puncture the wrong spot of it and make it worthless. And because I'm doing catch and release, like I'm not eating anything I'm catching today, so I don't want to mangle it. No bridge beer. No bridge beer. I haven't been on the water long enough to know where all the kids are camping out yet. Like the season just started. There might be bridge beer in the future. I hope we get more rain this week because I want to take my long trip at the end of this week. This is kind of just my warm-up trip. There's a beaver in front of me. See him. Oh, he just went under. Yeah. It wouldn't be a kayak stream without asking. Whack, 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 whack. Thanks, 90s mate. Yeah. Hoping to get some fishing done and enjoy the rest of the weekend we got left. There's no sea serpents. Been sea serpent free since 2003. I slayed those dragons. I wish it didn't rain enough yesterday. It'd be nice to hit a mushroom hunt, but it's like cool weather but decently sunny. So like the shaded areas would be good for mushroom hunting, but I haven't even gotten to it yet. I want to get a little more rain before we go on a good mushroom hunt. Gary Hopper. I'll try not to. I make it to the Mississippi. I've gone too far. Took a wrong turn in Albuquerque. Hope you're doing well, Terry. Oh, it's such a beautiful day, though, regardless of if I catch any fish or not. It's really nice out. Oh, it's Cyrex. Okay, now I can see who you are. I couldn't read your name. Okay, sorry. Thank you, Cyrex. Yeah, I'll try to stop in Simon's later. Hopefully you don't get yelled at for stopping in over here. Yes, this is the Kishwaukee River. It is the north branch of the Kishwaukee River. In about 12 miles from here, it attaches with the south branch. And it is then just the Kishwaukee. Aha, aha. They're so funny with their jokes. Hit them with that just around the Riverbend. God damn it, now they're all in it. Hey, Mud Rabbit. Yeah, or he might have scared him away. Who knows? Or maybe I'm the one that scares him away. I really don't know. Could be anything at this point. I mean, I potted pretty hard before. I don't know. I've been known to be the hardest potter. Sea snakes? Do you mean eels? I thought eels were sea snakes. There are eels in here, to be fair. I call them mud snakes. But they're not electric or anything. It's electric. Am I not turtle enough for the turtle club? Turtle, turtle. Water moccasins? Yeah, there's definitely water moccasins out here. I'm not scared of snakes. Snakes don't creep me out. Eels creep me out. The snakes don't really bug me that much. But there's definitely water moccasins, fox snakes. Fox snakes are a little more aggressive than water moccasins. A lot of corn snakes. Snapping turtles. I don't know. Not many things that would actually try to bug you. Oh yeah, so for the driving streams, I think I'm gonna have to delete all my driving streams. I don't think I'm legally allowed to do that in Illinois. I think they changed the laws recently, and you're not allowed to live stream while you're driving. Even I don't know. I was trying to figure out the vagueness of it because I think if it's a hands-free thing, you're allowed to do it, but I don't think you're allowed to live stream and just be like paying attention to the live stream. I thought you could do it hands-free, but when I just recently updated my license, I found out about this, so I probably won't be doing any more driving streams. You can hear the water. Oh, he hears me rowing. I mean, they're fun. I didn't realize I was like, I don't want to get in trouble for it. Like, it's not worth getting in trouble for. It was enjoyable. Like I'm not even irresponsible when I do it. Like I'm like, oh, I didn't see those messages. Like if it's too long of a message, I don't sit and read it unless I'm pulled over, like or at a stop sign, then I'll check or something. But and I'm not touching the screen. Down here, first thing cops will ask will be, were you on your phone? Which is fine. Like, I don't think, because I don't think there's anything wrong with live streaming. Like, especially when you're driving, I think it's good. I just figured out that my backup camera was voice activated for recording. So if I say record, it'll start recording, which is good because that's what you need. Like if you think there's about to be an accident. I wish I had that shit on tape a lot of times. Then again, I don't get in a lot of accidents, but I would like it to be there when I ever do. Why they have to make a law that TVs aren't allowed in the front seat? Who the fuck? What Florida man is driving around with a fucking TV in his front seat? That's some Florida shit right there. If I ever heard of them. I always thought it was like people putting on makeup in the mirror and not paying attention, people talking on their phones and not paying attention, or texting and driving. Like when you're actually distracted. Not when your phone's sitting away from you and you're just rambling about craziness. Navigators and Cadillacs have TVs in the back seats now. Like I thought that was like, so all of the cars that I've ever been to that have monitors in the front, you can't use them when your car's in drive. Like you can't watch anything unless you do something to bypass the system. When it's in drive, videos only play in like the back seats. You can't actually watch stuff in the front. Oops. Mm-hmm. 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 But the phone is in the passenger seat. I listen to my YouTube shows when I'm driving. Yeah, I listen to stuff all the time. Doesn't mean I watch it. It's not the same. Like there's shows I won't play in the car because I like to actually visually sit down and watch them. Then there's specific ones I'll play in the car because I'd rather listen to them because there's nothing entertaining on the screen. I try to coordinate my drives where I'm actually just listening to things I'd want to listen to rather than things I want to watch. But I don't know, I'm weird like that. Turns out he likes videos. He's watching with you. Should show this big bird that's next to me, but as soon as I change my camera, he's gonna move. big bird in disguise. Did you see it? He looks like he's fishing too. Got a huge beak. Poke somebody's eyes out. Gray heron. Yeah, I don't know birds. I've seen a few chickens before. I don't know much about birds. I can identify a crow, maybe a pigeon, a robin, because they are distinct. Yeah, I'm actually seeing a decent amount of fish in the water. There's a good chance we might catch something today. I think I want to wait till I get to a noisier area where the fish are a little used to the noise. Too peaceful out here. Every time I go by, I see them swimming away from me. We got murders of them. Murders of crows. Our school mascot was the crow. Crows are fucking mean. Good hunters. And yeah, I bet they're smart. They're not easily spooked. Like they're not like people don't really people aren't really a threat to crows. So they get a little ballsy. What up, Santa Squirmy Wormy? Kayak schmayak, I always say. The boats are for the goats. Ooh, those are fresh. Hold on. They look really fresh. I want to see. No, they're relatively fresh. Not crazy. They're strong though. Ugh. They get so set in the bark. Gosh, the stems on these things are crazy. It's a pheasant tail or a turkey tail or whatever it's called. Let's drop the backside of the mud, but decent sized one. It's supposed to be really good for you health wise. Dude, me and Jody made like the best breakfast sandwiches, and then she dropped me off out here before I dropped off my kayak. And then but yeah, we made the best breakfast sandwiches. We went and bought bacon, sausage, eggs, like everything to do it. It's amazing. I haven't done like a big breakfast like that in a while. Oh yeah, we brought hash browns too. Like the ones you get from McDonald's, like the solid ones that you can just put right on a sandwich. Cooked it all well, cooked most of it in a deep fryer. She did something crazy with like a bagel, pesto, an egg, cheese, and bacon. But yeah, we had a good time making breakfast. It was delicious. We were thinking about going out to eat. And I was just like, well, I want to make it. You probably don't want exactly the same thing, but pretty close to it. Bossman says, you're kayaking in a sewer treatment plant? No, not at all. Not at all. This is the Kishwaukee River, my man. One of the few rivers in all of the United States that runs north. What up, Twisted Ginger? Nice to see ya. River in your hometown runs north to Pittsburgh. Nice. Yeah, there's not a lot of them. There's like a handful of them that actually do. Ooh, the fish activity is getting good. Yeah, I'm excited. I don't know if I want to do it at the bridge or right before the bridge, but pretty soon I'm gonna pull over and start fishing. These are all like decent medium-sized fish where it'll be a lot of activity, but kind of hard to reel them in, which are good. Like I like a little bit of a more of a challenge. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful day for it. So like not the high today is 68 and crazy sunny. Not crazy wind, just enough to keep you cool. Enough to get that my phone's not on fire. Yeah, it's tank top and short weather for sure. But the air is not like stale, so I mean the humidity is probably really high, probably in the 80 percentile or higher. But yeah, the weather's nice today. Cannot complain. No, I just figured well because most of the time my phone will sit on the hood of my kayak or whatever, and I just kind of leave it over there. And yeah, if I go through the sun too much, it'll start to cook a little bit. What can you do? Yeah, it was funny. I was getting ready to go kayaking today, and I realized that somebody was streaming about me, and I was like, I should go out and just kayak today, just have a good time. And I didn't stream yesterday. Yeah, I've just been kind of taking some time off, uploading videos here and there, but just old ones. I'm in northern Ohio. Oh, okay. You guys got good spots out there. Senate, you got some definitely good spots to go kayaking. Nobody has to guess. It's pretty easy. It's funny. He got he tried to get in an argument with me in my comment section. He made himself look kind of dumb. But to each their own. If he wants to be mad at me and say that I'm the cause of all his problems, that's fine. To each their own. Yeah, no, I have fun with it, but there's just I mean, there's a lot more fun things I could be doing than sitting in front of a computer. I'm enjoying myself a lot more outside right now. I was just mad because I couldn't do it last week because I broke my foot last week. I'm 2 weeks out of exactly 2 weeks today. I broke my foot. Well, tonight. And I was like, yeah, I need to go kayaking. What up, Denise? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping in. Just back to the property. It was almost caught. an albino snapper. Wow. Ooh, this seems like a really good spot. Yeah, this is gonna be the first fishing spot. Kind of deep here, like right around the bend. I should be able to park up out the side. Get some kayaking done. But I do a show on the river with Rocco in the other seat. That'd be funny. Wait, what did all that say? I didn't read the whole thing. Hold on. Bossman says, if Bossman bought a 2-man kayak for you. Ah, man. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. It would be fun. It would be fun to get Rocco out in nature. But no, I don't think he'd get on a kayak with me. He probably has the same fear as Jake. Probably thinks I'm gonna drown him or something. I wouldn't, by the way. I wouldn't drown anybody. Anyone that wanted to come kayaking with me, I wouldn't drown them. I'm actually not a mean guy. I'm actually a pretty nice guy once you get to know me. And then when you get to know me, if you're a jackass to me, you get to see how mean I can be. There we go. All right. We're parked in a good spot. I haven't even used my fishing pole yet this year. Let's see. I don't have any weight on it. Because why would you? Duh. Redhead story of my life. It's what happens when you have no soul. Yeah, I gotta loosen this string up. I haven't game and casted it yet this year. It's all locked up. Bossman says that's it. A 3 custom made 3-man kayak. You, Jake, and Rocco. Oh fuck yeah! Rocco's in the middle of a Jake sandwich. I would do that. I would do that in a heartbeat. It's a good time. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Boss man with the comment of the day. Soul sucker. Yes, sir. Supposedly, I've been told, but pretty chill. Yeah. I've never had an issue with you, Ginger. Always been nice. I thought the twisted was a ploy. Never saw your twisted side. What's gonna flip the boat? A Jake sandwich with Rocco in the middle? No, that's a good time for everybody. Rocco can be the meat and potatoes. Mostly potatoes. He eats a lot of potatoes. Says Jake wants available Google pickles to pinch hit. Ooh. I will let Giggle Pickles hook up an inner tube to the backside of the kayak, and we will pull her. She can drink twisted tea. I don't know if I did. What's the baptism? Boss man, I don't know. LOL. If it was me, I might have to give him a baptism. Oh gosh. No, I did not see that the first time. I thought it was directed to Boss Man. I definitely didn't notice it. Drag her behind you. What a visual. Touche. Actually, I really think Giggle Pickles would have a good time with it. If anything, her and Jake would make the best out of it. Rocco would be the one pooping on the party. I think we'd all have a good time, to be fair. I feel like me, Jake, and Giggle Pickles would be a good time for anybody. Arr, they're always after me booty. No, I guess Doom's not here yet. Water is definitely relaxing. Nothing like a water stream. Yeah, that was a lot better in my head before I said it. Taking it back. Oh yeah, same ginger. Started water skiing when I was like three or four, and just haven't stopped doing water sports since. And just grew up camping, like pretty much half my life. And then as I got older, I got less and less into like trailer camping, and got more and more into like doing it as rough as possible. Lessman says, "Do you approve of the name of the show, Jacob? What's the name of the show? I missed it." See you later, Mud Rabbit. Man, I'm not gonna sit here and scroll up. I'm trying to fish, boss man. Oh, Jacob and his merry band of misfits. Yeah, that's fair. I like that. Misfit pirates. Oh no! Snagged on a tree. Snagged on a tree. Snagged on a tree. No. All right, we're moving. I'm not scaring the fish. They're not biting. I'm pretty sure they don't like me or my bait. One or the other. Or both. Misfit pirates. Yeah, I could deal with that. Fair enough. We're all a little crazy around here. Fair enough. Yeah. I ain't trying to catch a tree bass. I'm trying to catch a real bass. You're not that guy, pal. I'm gonna at least get a bite or a fish today. Oh man, these mushrooms are even better. Some really pretty mushrooms out right now because we did get a decent amount of rain recently. I just actually heard Paul Statement actually say recently what those are called, the ones that grow inside of trees simultaneously because they have antifungal properties. They're not like the rest of fungi that grow in decaying trees. I can't remember what they're called. It tells you that the tree's still alive. Turkey tails are supposed to be really, really good for you. Or pheasant tails, whatever they're called. Squaw! No, it's a pretty big river. It ties into the Rock River, and then it ties into the Mississippi. Like I could take this route all the way to Florida. I really, I've been thinking about that. Like, I think it'd be a fun trip. Like, because technically I'm a kayaking channel, and most of my shit's outdoor shit. And then I started talking to people as well. But I've always wanted to do like a crowd-funded trip down to the Mississippi in my kayak and camp on the way. Oh, I don't mind. We were already talking about it in the stream. I'm on the Kishwaukee River. It's one of the few rivers that runs north in the United States. I know there's more, but it's one of the few that does. I talk about it in most of my streams because I kayak on a lot of the same water. But yeah, the trip I take is, which I'm probably going to be taking next weekend. It's 72 miles to get to the next river, and then it's like 13 towns away or something like that. Yeah, exactly. There's a Marine that's hiking across, or some kind of military vet. I want to say Marine, but he's hiking across the United States right now. I think it'd be cool to do as much as I could of the Mississippi, like go from my house all the way down to at least the Gulf. There's a lot of things I could stop and eat at or do on the way. I think it'd be a good time. That and I like camping. I just it'd be hard to take I would assume that would take like a month or more. I don't know. I don't know what the fucking. I don't know how long that would take. It takes me 3 days to go 72 miles. I could only imagine how long it would take, and I wouldn't be going at that speed that I do on my one trip. It's like a rum and whiskey fueled fucking power kayaking trip. It's not like a normal kayaking. Sitting there taking shots and just paddling for 8 to 10 hours a day. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what was kind of a stinger for me is my kid was kind of into it, and then come teenage years, wasn't into it as much anymore, and so we ended up selling their kayak. And no, it'd be nicer if the whole family likes to do it, but they're not all into like big long crazy trips. I have a group of friends that go with me, but my friends can't keep up with me. They're more leisurely kayak people. I have very few people that can actually keep up with me when I'm actually trying to cover a good amount of distance. Like today, I'm kayaking quite leisurely. I could finish this whole trip in less than an hour. Like I know exactly where my car's at. I've timed it before. Even with the water level right now where it's at, I could get there in less than an hour. But that takes all the fun out of it. Sometimes I gotta enjoy it. And there's only a handful of people I could go with where I feel like I wouldn't be babysitting. Like I like very independent people that I don't have to worry about when we're kayaking. I don't want to have to worry about somebody tipping over or me having to save somebody or some bullshit. I like to go, but sometimes putting around putting around is nice. Poking around to see what I can see or find. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you got to enjoy it a little bit more, especially when I've already been on the route. Like sometimes I just do scout routes where I'm just making sure it's not dammed off anywhere and stuff like that, and I'm going through real quick. Then other times I'm like, oh, okay. Stop and smell the roses for a little bit, find some mushrooms, make a trip out of it. Then other times my competitive side's like, oh, I wonder how fast you can do this. And I'll find myself waking up early as fuck when it's not even light out and I'm already on the water from camping. That's the thing. I don't enjoy my camping as much because I won't sleep in or anything. I'm too worried about waking up and getting back on the water most of the time. With Jimmy Rizzo, gosh, we'd have to have a separate kayak with just a keg on it. Ugh. It'd be hard to keep up with, to be fair. Grab all the trash that you see. Oh, yeah, that's always a good idea. You can get a two-seater, babysit each other. Chica. Rocco told me that Boss Man's broke. Boss Man doesn't have no money. Boss Man really can't fund these excursions. As much as he has good ideas, he just might not have the funding for it. Did I ever talk about Ryan with the hot piss test? I talked about, as soon as the news broke, I covered it. I made a post about it two hours after it happened, and then everybody else found out the next day because one of the mixed martial arts channels I cover or that I follow covered it, and so I think Luke Thomas is who I heard it from. So yeah, as soon as Luke Thomas reported on it, I reported on it, and I said breaking news. I think it's in one of my community posts, but I never really covered it. I just talked about. I made some jokes with Little Me and Little Mama Payday, and I don't remember who else was in the chat. A few people, and I was talking about. Oh, it was probably what's it called? Contaminated horse meat from Mexico, because that's what all the UFC fighters say. And it's kind of an inside joke, but Lil Me got it because that's what everybody says. I think that's what can't remember what Brazilian fighter said that in the UFC when he got in trouble for it. But yeah. Have a great day, Denise. I learned from you. I seen it. I meant, did Rocco say anything about it? Yeah, all right. So he was on a live earlier reading all of our messages, or well, pretending to read our messages because he skipped quite a few of them. But yeah, I he told me that he thought it was all made up or something like that. I don't know. It was dumb. I think my statement to him was a good fighter knows everything that they're putting into their body, and also their team around them is testing all of these products before they put them into their body. That's why somebody like TJ Dillashaw, who has his own like supplement lines and stuff like that, he knows everything he's taking. So when somebody like that busts for PEDs, you go, oh, okay. Like, you knew exactly what you were taking. There is no real excuse. Like, you just thought you were getting around the system. I mean, to be honest, I didn't think the boxing testing was going to be that stringent. I've always, like, as a UFC fan that has been watching USADA test everybody for so long, I've said since Nick Diaz said it that everybody's on steroids. Like, They all look like they're on fucking steroids. When you're talking about basketball and most of the other sports, I would assume it with boxing too. Yeah, exactly. Most of these fighters know exactly what's in their products. And most of them have their own products. They're not just buying some shit from the GNC and not knowing what the fuck's in it. They have teams of people around them testing these products. So it's not like they just got to slip some supplements. It doesn't happen like that. And that's why it's a funny ongoing joke about tainted meat from Mexico. Shit's just weird. Kind of want to get through this part really quick, and then I'm gonna take a break in the next section and fish. But I don't like lingering in the golf course too long because there's a lot of stray balls running around. It's not a good time. That's a beautiful view. Sky on that strip of water. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, golfers going over my head, but I see the Simpsons cloud. Round trip. I guess it depends on how fast I'm like paddling or if I'm stopping. But the distance is probably 12 miles, something like that. Nothing too crazy. I start out of town and I finish in town. There's just a lot of windy areas, so it's not like a straight route. And there's a bunch of different paths I could take, but the water's kind of low right now, so I can't take all the different paths. Yeah. I feel like max, you could probably be on here for 3 hours. Like the shortest you could be on here is for like 45 minutes to an hour. But this will probably, so I only actually kayak on this part of the water for the beginning of the year, because come the end of the year, you can't paddle through here anymore. This area fills up with moss, and there's a bunch of other hazards on this side. Besides people shooting golf balls at your head. Damn it. Hold on. Ouch. I'm in Illinois. I'm in northern Illinois. I have some good friends outside of Chicago. Yeah. Oh, they're smart. They live outside of Chicago. I think I'm about, no traffic, I'm about 45 minutes outside of Chicago. Not exactly the burbs, probably a little more podunk than the burbs. There's a lot of cornfields out here. Boss man says, "Where's your life jacket?" I can stand in this water, boss man. It's probably up to my knees. I don't use a life jacket, especially in this water. I've had bad encounters with life jackets. One time I was racing wave runners, and I won the race. I had my life jacket on, and wave runners, they got a key that's usually attached to your wrist, and when you pull the key out, or when you fall off the wave runner, the engine will die. So I won the race, did a backflip off of the wave runner, and then my life jacket brought me back to the surface too fast, and the guy behind me fucking ran me over. Sucked. That's probably the worst experience I've ever had wearing a life jacket. I can swim so well that I wouldn't want to have a life jacket on most of the time. I know when when the water's flooded, I'll always have a life jacket next to me. But the only time I've ever gotten in the water is when I was trying to help somebody else. I don't fall in the water involuntarily. It just doesn't happen. No, I wouldn't pass out. You gotta take care of yourself. So if I was prone to passing out, I wouldn't go kayaking by myself. Besides the fact, there's always somebody that knows where I'm at. Always. And it helps that I'm on camera. Yeah, I think they can definitely they can harbor you if you're a good swimmer. Same with shoes. Like I won't wear shoes all the time when I'm in the kayak. Like right now, I have shoes on, And if the water was something I had to swim in, I wouldn't have shoes on. Just from my lifeguard training, I had to do lifeguard training where I had to swim with shoes on. That was the most uncomfortable. Like, it felt like you just had steel weights on the bottom of my feet. Miserable. We used to do competitions at my campground to see, like, in the middle of the night, we would try to swim across the water and come back and see if we race each other. I'm a really good swimmer. And I know how to, like, utilize the current and stuff like that. But I have respect for water. Like, I don't mess with ocean water. I mess with river water. I know all the creatures that are in my area. I don't put myself in uncomfortable situations, mainly. Never know, Jake. Oh, I know. I am always prepared for the worst. Yeah, I don't even know if a life jacket would help me if I tipped over in my kayak. I had a life jacket on and my kayak sitting on top of me. I don't know if it would be more beneficial or more harboring once again. Swim with shoes? Yeah, definitely don't swim with shoes. Hard pass on that. Flippers, maybe, but no shoes. Yeah, and that makes sense. When you're messing with a fucking coral reef, something I've never walked across, never done anything like. I gotta respect the ocean and water I've never been in, but there's a balance from, like, too much hubris and then knowing what you're capable of. I don't want to put all my faith in a life jacket. Oh. I'd rather just get good at shit. Same with shoes, though. Yeah, I would wear water shoes if I had to. Ooh, hit a tree. The golfer behind me just hit a tree. No, it'd be smart of me to wear a fucking helmet through this area. I've had golf balls land, like, right next to me. Oh yeah, that one just hit a tree about 200 yards away from me. The guys that are about to go over this bridge are not very good at golf. Got a case of the shanks. Yeah, exactly. Better the tree than me. That's for damn sure. It just sounded really loud when it hit the tree. Just goes, oh shit. Slammed into it. This spot that I'm at right now is like a high traffic area because they shoot over the water. And then as soon as I get around this bend, it's gonna be kind of tame for a minute. And then in about, I don't know, 100, 200 feet, I'm gonna have an issue again where they're like, gosh, they're not driving over the area. They're what's it called? They're like chipping across the water, so it's not even as hard of a hit. So that's where you're more prone to get hit. I can hear them behind me. Like now, I want to be on the right side. Be cool if you guys get to see it, but not cool for me. That's why I say I like to get through this area fast, especially on a nice day. I've already seen like at least 20 golfers. No, no bears. Get coyotes and big cats, but no bears. He was Happy Gilmore slapped that one. Jesus. All right. Now we're out of the golf course. We had one of our neighbors hunting cabin last year. We started swimming across the river. More in the last 14. Wow, that'd be wild. Yeah, no, I've never seen some shit like that. I've gone places where there are bears and we've had to tie up our food. Like somebody just shanked one in the water right behind me. Um, but yeah, we've been places where there are bears, but I've never really encountered any. I've seen them across the river or across the lake. Never had to do anything with bears, luckily. Oh, there's so many good fishing spots up here. Oh, I hope they're not jamming music at this park. I think I can hear music. Yep, had to start carrying bear spray. God damn. Yeah, if we go like anywhere north of Wisconsin, start running into bear territory a little bit more. When we were in Minnesota, we had to worry about it. We always had to tie up our stuff out there. Governor of Minnesota. I got a silo of pork. I'm just asking questions. Jesse the Body Ventura. I live in Baja, Mexico. I got a farm of dogs and a silo of corn. Baja. Ooh, the water looks really good over here. Nice and deep. Ooh, yeah, this water looks nice. I don't know why. Seems a lot deeper over here. I like this here a lot. It's a nice spot. Oh yeah, Jesse's fun. Jesse's a fun character. he he interviewed one of my favorite time travelers. Yeah, I'm in the shade. The front of my kayak's not, but I'm in the shade. All the side is shaded, so the water's a little cooler. Come on, baby. Get some bites. I got a spot right here, and I got a spot a little farther up. Like my two favorite fishing spots. I've caught the biggest fish in the area over here. Yeah, I'm right in the sweet spot. Maybe I'll change my bait here in a little bit. I'm only gonna use this a little bit longer if I don't get any bites on it. I got one I've been wanting to try out. It's like a fake minnow, but it does pretty well. Went fishing with the kids last weekend for my B-day. The bluegill, bass were hitting like crazy. Nice. Bluegill are always fun if you got the right stuff to catch them. Most of the time, my hooks are just too big for bluegill, so they just eat all your bait off, and you're just sitting there constantly holding your pole, but not pulling anything up. Unless you guys get big bluegill, I don't know. Bluegill out here don't get too big. Like we get big catfish out here. What up, Canadian? Hope you're doing well, man. Should have brought some snacks. Yeah, just sitting there, keeping your attention, but not doing much. Yeah, exactly. Like, man, I almost had him. It's so close, Dad. So close. I saw him that time. He was this big. Yeah, I'm switching my bait. But my other one, I'm gonna have to put a little bit of a weight on it. So this is the guy I've been using. This little wormy worm. He's got a nice little dance he does in the water, which it looks pretty realistic. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fish, but it seems legit. I gotta get something a little better. I love catfishing. Good quiet nights, except the bullheads will rob you too. Little stinkers. Oh yeah, no, Oh man, catfishing. I've caught some pretty big catfish. I think the biggest probably close to 36 pounds. Get some really big catfish out here. The really big ones, you're only catching them on trout lines. You're not actually catching them on a pole, of course. But you can catch some of them doing a little bit of night fishing with bells and some stink bait. You might be able to pull one, but they have to be quite aggressive. Welcome back, Mud Rabbit. Yeah, mine was about 35. Mine was around there, about 35 ish, 32, anywhere from 30 to like 38 is kind of like the average big catfish out here, and they're all flatheads. I wasn't trying to do a big fish story. I didn't know how big yours was. Sorry. Pictures or it didn't happen. Oh, that's awesome. Gonna say it sounds like a good location. I'm floating away from my spot. About there. Like that. Oh, burn off the end of this. All right. Cast this guy out for a minute. Back bowl. Some rest and relaxation. Oh yeah, man. Right by the beach. Oh yeah. Damn it, Jacob. But where did you put your flask? Well, I do not know. Maybe there's two of us. Why don't you take out a missing persons ad or try the yellow pages? I don't know. You're a fake and a phony, and I wish I'd never laid eyes on you. Whoa. I wonder if she carries silver bullets. I bet that's not all she laid on him. Zook, we got the car, remember? Come on, Danny. Live stream tonight, my channel, 8 p.m. Eastern, with guests. So Canadian, who are the guests gonna be? I wanted to know. I was kind of curious. You gotta tell me who these special guests are. Oh, this minnow is perfect. Yeah, I got my notifications turned on for my other channel, so I can pop over later if I'm not doing a live. I was debating doing an open panel. Is it an open invitation, Canadian? Or are you not ready for me yet? Ah! provocative. I'm gonna send Rocco to your stream. Because I want to be in the drama, yelling, kinda. I know it was a joke, Canadian. I wouldn't do that to you, man. I don't put that kind of stress on anybody. I'm not that guy, pal. I'm not that guy. I don't send Rocco to random people's streams. I don't I used to do that with Jake Hudson a lot, but I don't do it to Rocco, but I do it to Jake Hudson because he's kind of like me. He'll click on anybody's StreamYard link just to see who it is. And then he'll decide when it gets there if he's going to stay or not. But Rocco doesn't do that. Rocco, I don't know what Rocco would do if I just sent him a random stream, if he would click it or not. He'll be sitting backstage the whole time. He'd probably think he was live. He'd just be talking. Like that foot guy that came on the other day. Or tried to come on. Shout out to Saad, the ASMR foot guy. Random lives. Oh yeah, you can find some really crazy shit. Go to YouTube. This is a fun game to play. Go to YouTube. Search StreamYard, and then click the live filter button, and then it'll give you a list of all the people that are sharing their StreamYard links inside of their stream. And yeah, you can just join anybody's stream. It's good to do on like a busy night, Friday night, Saturday night. Sometimes Thursdays are pretty big. Yeah, it's a good time. That's how me and Jimmy met. That's how me and Simon Hectic met. I meet a lot of people like that. Met some of my favorite people from joining random lives. It used to be the only way I could support small channels. YouTube's gotten better about sharing other YouTubers now, though. Should rerun the line on this thing. I've dropped it in the water so many times that like the string doesn't want to go out when I cast it all the way, unless I like really wait it out. So I cast it a few times and get it loosened up, and then when I cast it, I pull a little extra line out, but it still locks up. Have to try it, see what I get myself into. Oh yeah, you'll find some good ones. That's how you come out. That's how you come on to some of the best communities. Everybody's seen Granny. Granny calls me the Tard Wrangler. I don't think that's the case. I don't use that word very much, except when I'm referring to TOD or when I'm talking about something Granny said. I stumble across a lot of weird people through StreamYard links. And because StreamYard's kind of like Facebook, where it's becoming a little more outdated day by day. So you definitely run into some weird people. Oh yeah, I go lightweight and I cast it into the current. And I mean, for pond fishing, I would do something different. But for this, what I do is I cast it out into the current and let the current pull the line taut, and then it just kind of looks like it's swimming upstream. Because I have a minnow set up right now, so my other drink is all the way at the front of my kayak. I can't reach it. Yeah, I guess I don't need it yet, but still. Hey, Emily, don't worry. Sea serpents have not caught up. And then when the lilies start coming out, they'll come out probably within the next couple months, where there's just moss and lilies all over the place. That's when I use my like frog one that I have. It's a treble hook that comes out of the backside of a frog, and it like hops across the top of the water. That one's fun to use too. That actually does remind me of a frog jumping. Some of the stuff I use is pretty realistic. Out here, uh, walleye, carp, catfish, um, muskie. They're called muskie. Either muskie or northern pike. I can't tell which ones they are. It might be a pike, but we get these really 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 long ones. I can never figure out what they are, but they're some of the biggest fish that I've ever caught. Are these really long ones? They hang out in this area. Like I could net fish some of these fish because they're so fucking lazy. They don't move very much. Yeah, nothing too crazy on the river. I mean, I've caught some weird things, but that's usually on like bigger water. Yeah, it might be a garfish. Like I said, I don't know exactly what they are, but it looks like a northern pike. The gar are more on the Rock River. I have caught like there's a short on on one of my channels of me catching a garfish, where I knew specifically it was garfish. But some of the really long ones out here that get really really big, garfish are more by the sandstone on the Rock River. They like hide in all the crevices and in the holes. They don't get them so much out here because there's not as many holes. I trust sharks more. Newbies are complaining about the sharks. You guys have sharks? Yeah, hard pass on the sharks. All right, I got a snag. I'm moving forward. Get this guy out. Yeah, hard pass on sharks. Good on that. You can keep that in Florida. They were talking about freshwater sharks that fucking swam all the way up to the northern lakes. I'm like, that's just insane. Yeah, that's true. People just don't have enough respect for nature in general. They want to go out and fucking pet mooses and shit. Like, oh, look at the moose. He wants to be my friend. It always ends so well. They all wanted shark steak. Yeah, this to me, that's a beautiful view. I don't know what it is. I like it when the trees are reaching over too much on both sides. Get that tunnel vision look. Quack, quack. Oh yeah. Oh. I know a lot about willow trees. Willow trees are just big fucking weeds. They're pretty, but they're just big fucking weeds, and they actually act like almost like aspirin to rabbits. So when I had a rabbit, I used to go get pieces of willow tree and stuff for him all the time. But yeah, those are like one of the few trees that you can pretty much grow anywhere. You guys raise rabbits? Oh, nice. Yeah, and I had a rabbit. I can't. I don't think Jody will let me get another one. I love my rabbit, but yeah, he didn't. He lasted about 4 years or something like that. He should have lived longer. It could have just been the way he was bred. Niagara Falls has the most beautiful willows. Oh, nice. I'm at a spot right now where all the carp like to gather because the water outlet on my right side, so they're all swimming over here, moving around. So I'm gonna try this fish in here a little bit. Those are just hikers. There's a park on both sides of the bridge. Can't use this bait over here. Bait's not perfect for over here. Better spot. Whoa. Yeah, just walkers, basically. But there's hiking spots on both sides of the bridge. See a lot of people magnet fish off that bridge. Damn it. Another Monday tomorrow. That is true. You made it to another Sunday. Be happy about it. Had to feed the cats. and now it's really getting like that. What up, X Rocks? What up, Diggs? Oh yeah, it's a nice day for a little kayaking, a little fishing, or the water a little bit. Get out of the house for a little while. Been landscaping, like I've been outside all week, but I haven't been not doing something. So nice to be able to get a little fishing in. Two and a half hours up the coast with 4 cats and a chicken and a cockatiel. Damn, I can hate this pole. I gotta rerun the line. But I don't have the energy right now. It's been raining and storming. Nice. Oh, did you just come over from Lemmy's? Good to see you as well. Yeah, hope you are doing well. Nice to see you as well, Diggs. Hope you guys are all doing good. Yeah, but I'm a big kayak content fan. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I'm doing my big trip next weekend. 72 miles. I'll be recording most of it. I'm just gonna be uploading most of my stuff this weekend and clearing out my StreamYard so I got like 50 hours free so I can do it. So feel free to tune in. I'll be definitely having it up. It's easier to see all my kayak stuff on YouTube, but some people don't use YouTube. Smoke some crack. Smoke some crack with me, baby. Smoke some crack. Smoke some crack with me, baby. Oh, oh, oh. No, not caught anything yet, but it's my goal before I get out tonight. I'm a little over halfway through my trip. Been getting some bites. I've been seeing some fish, which is good. Just haven't caught anything yet. A lot more activity than I've had recently. Oh shit. I just get a friend request from Michael McIntosh. I know that guy. Hold on. Oh, I don't want to move yet. Slow down. Hold down. Got his old channel deleted again. I'll have to check that later. Mr. McIntosh, I will get you your response later. I am afloating. Figure if it was important, he would have sent the message in time to a time when I wasn't busy. Oh, and by the way, if anybody was wondering why I stopped talking to Rocco, what was kind of my last straw, he made an open threat to Michael Moody and wanted me to deliver it to Michael Moody, and then he was talking shit about Andre. He was talking shit about Michael McIntosh and pretty much everybody that he had ever met in our community. And I didn't really get mad that he doesn't like Granny. I don't really care if he doesn't like Boss Man. Like, it's whatever. Or if he doesn't like Mr. McIntosh. But I don't like it when people are talking shit to Michael Moody or Andre for no reason. That's how all of this bubbled over recently. Usually reaches a last straw with me. That was the one that he came to this time. Oh, I suppose I should move forward. Yeah. I told him, I said, most of the time I'm happy to talk to him as long as he's just sticking to his own story. It's when he's making threats to other people. I just have no reason to entertain that. And if he looks at all of our messages between us, whenever he talks shit about somebody, I stop talking to him. I just send him a thumbs up and I stop responding. He just says weird shit sometimes, gets himself in trouble, and then tries to act like he's better now. Like, bro, you're not better now. Come on. Be honest with ourselves. This is the same Rocco from 8 months ago. Excuse me. The C word sets you off? It's my girlfriend's favorite word. My girlfriend loves the C word. She will use that word twice. That's what half the reason Jimmy Rizzo is on my stream so much is because she likes to talk to Jimmy Rizzo because he's British and he says cunt a lot. Oh, that's funny. But yeah. Tink, tink, tink. You know what time it is. Wow, wow. Well, yeah, nobody probably likes being called it. I would assume uh, girls like that about as much as a guy would like to be called a deadbeat dad. I feel like if you if you sat and called somebody a deadbeat dad, um, that shit might get under their skin too. You know, don't get me wrong. I understand why that guy goes crazy a lot. Just like I understand why people go crazy at him. It all makes sense to me. Like I said the last time was the day after the fight. I'm just done with the craziness. Oh yeah, it's easier. With Aaron M. Holt, I don't know. I don't know if they would actually want to talk to me. I don't know why they would want to talk to me on Steel Toe. I watch him a little bit. Shout out to Stuart Little and Megamind. Is that what they're called? That's funny. No, they probably wouldn't want me on the show. I kind of felt the same way with BYB. I'm just not I'm just not the type of guest that they would probably want. I called in there one time and did a Jake impersonation. You can kayak down to Stoney's. They'll talk to you, bud. He needs you. What does that even mean? Where's Stoney's at? Talk to me. What are we talking about here? Fill me in. Fill me in. What's going on? Vex Rocks, you're gonna have to fill me in on the deets because I used to watch Steel Toe Morning Show when or listen to him when I worked early in the mornings, and they always had a nice show. It was nice to pop on and just have some morning radio action, but I don't know. They don't. It's not really the show for me. I get why people like it. To each their own. I just don't understand why they would want a guest like me on. But I could easily make a kayaking trip. Now you're speaking my language. That would probably be crazy to go anywhere with him, to be honest. I just think they're looking for a unique guest. I don't know. I've been on there before when we called in and did our Jake Hudson impressions, or if that was, I don't know, remember which one we called into. We called into a couple shows and did Jake Hudson impressions. It's funny because I didn't know the caller ID came up on my phone, and so it came up as my company name as Jake's General Landscape, which, God, I wish I would have played it better on hand. Yeah, this is Jake Hudson. I set up a landscaping company. They call me the scrapist. I'm the best in the landscaping business at what I do. It's not an opinion. That's a fact. They call me Jake the Rake. Thanks, Astrobot. Gosh, man, these big carp are swimming under me right now. Don't want to bite my pole, sons of bitches. I feel like you guys are fucking with me right now. Last time I talked to Bex Rex, I was on the side of the water, and it was in the middle of the night. I think I was in fucking, I was in Granny's Discord, and you were questioning me so goddamn hard about. I don't remember what the fuck we were talking about, but you had like a billion questions for me, and you thought I was. Oh yeah, you accused me of taking advantage of mentally ill people. Granny loves getting banned, Jacob. That's why I feel like this is all a drift. This is one of those fucking friend trolls. I don't fall for that shit. I'm conceited, but I don't believe these compliments. Stop it. Mm, fine. Nobody gets to watch the kayaking stream anymore. Bah, 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 bah. The hell? Ginger, that was my concern. Also kayak, Jacob. I live right beside two lakes, two kayaks. Nice. Yeah, we got two. Yeah, we got two kayaks. Got them for Christmas a couple years back, and your girlfriend likes to go. Like my significant other likes to go on a lot of like leisurely trips. You know, bring a cooler, do some drinking, have some fun. But I don't know. Most of the time, I'm trying to go on like long camping trips and roughing it for a little while and staying away from people. Like if all the people I was talking to was through this phone, it would be good. I don't like dealing with people that much. It's easier just to deal with them through the phone. Getting that vitamin D, I need it. My pale ass northern body. What up, Spencer? What you up to, man? Yeah, there's too much BS sometimes. Yeah, I don't really leave my. I slow down on driving around with my bong too much because I get pulled over. The only time I smoke my bong, I smoke tobacco out of my bong. I don't actually smoke weed out of my bong. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I stopped smoking cigarettes when I was like 16, and yeah, I smoke all my tobacco out of bongs now. I'm a weird person. Spencer, when are we gonna have our chug off, man? When are we starting? Gotta show Spencer how to chug water. I don't know if that makes me hardcore. Hardly. That was the funniest. There was a really funny stream when I was camping, and TOD covered it because Giggle Pickles came on. Because apparently she only comes on my streams, and in the middle of the stream, they just like pause it and they're like, "Oh my god, it's so fucking weird." Because you can't see Jacob, but you know he's just sitting there back there hitting his fucking tobacco bong. And the other guy goes, "Tobacco bong? Ew." I was laughing so hard. Oh god, I love it. Shout out to all the people on Twitter today. Appreciate it. Normal is overrated. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't really feel like paddling right now. I'm just kind of enjoying the weather. It's really nice out. I'm just right in a nice shaded spot. It's perfect. Being stream sniped? Oh well. I can deal with that. Stream sniping me? I'm gonna turn off my camera. Spit to the east. Wait a minute. That's the east. Sons of bitches. Only a few people will get that reference. uh, that was so good of a joke to me. I'm so funny to myself. I don't want to say that name. Why are you saying people's name? Like, I don't know who that is. I don't know if I know that person or not. I don't want to say the name because I don't know if I'm doxing somebody. So, or if they actually go by that name. No, different name, Mud Rabbit. There's too many. You guys can't see the ones coming in on Twitter and Twitch because I'm not highlighting them all. comments coming in from all 3 platforms right now, and I'm just not highlighting them all. Because I'm a lazy sack of shit. And I'm just enjoying my kayaking stream here on the Cinco de Mayo. Interesting fact, the day that the Titanic sunk, carrying a shipment of mayonnaise, hence the name Cinco de Mayo. Oh, that's the streamer name? LOL. Not doxing? Okay. Fair enough. I did dox somebody the other day. I put their phone number in somebody's chat. The phone number, in case anybody wants it, I've been putting this phone number out for everybody. The number is 281-330-8004. And you can hit Mike Jones up on the low. Mike Jones about to blow. Before the ice was in his grill, before he got his major deal. These girls didn't give a damn if it was here. Shit. Oh, this kid's playing in the water up there. I don't like kids. Oh, and a dog. Golden retriever in the water up there. Can't see what the other dog is. A golden retriever and a mutt. Mayonnaise. Oh, dude. You guys got to meet Jake Hudson. He's the mayonnaise man. Mayonnaise man, mayonnaise man. Eats as fast as he can. Last night was backbeats. Yeah, there's doggies up there running across the water. But as a little kid, that's why I don't want to show it. I want to go kayaking with the mayonnaise man. No, somebody in the YouTube chat was talking about mayonnaise. And then I talked about the Cinco de Mayo. Maybe Jake's having an RIP stream today for the mayo, for the mayonnaise. Oh, we don't. So the trains in our area don't actually sound. Those are just generic horns that are hooked up to the crossways, because the horns on trains aren't allowed to sound anymore, which I think is dumb. I don't know. Too many people get hit by trains or walk out in front of trains or whatever. I have no problem with them sounding their horns. Thoughts on Miracle Whip? Degenerates have Miracle Whip. Same with salad dressing. Like the salad dressing that comes in like a mayonnaise container. I'm pretty sure it's Hellman's or We're Not Friends. I also like Miracle Whip, but it takes a few seconds. Second to mayo, for sure. Texas growing up. Doesn't contain eggs. That's why it must be labeled salad dressing. Like, what's that? Thoughts on life jackets? Yeah, hard pass on that. Fuck that. Ouch. Hold on. I can't see the screen anymore. Too far away. All right, what we got here? For Dukes? Yeah, I can do Dukes. All right, Dukes is fair. Dukes is a fair trade. I don't wear life jackets. This water is knee deep. I'm not. I'm not wearing a life jacket in this water. Be a horrible idea. This isn't a tall boy. This is a C4 energy drink. Drinking a tall boy. With your assumptions. Gosh. Every time I talk to this Bex lady, always assuming. Assuming? Yeah, I'm drinking like 6 energy drinks, and I've got 2 more. What's this button do? Oh, did my battery die? Son of a bitch. That's what happened. Yeah, I may be running on a little over 600 milligrams of caffeine right now. So, be prepared. No, energy drinks aren't good for you at all. I'm not telling people how to live. I was just letting you know I'm not drinking tall boys right now. I didn't say, hey, you guys should go out and get energy drinks and drink them like me. I'm ADHD. They actually make me tired. They kind of make me a little sleepy. I can take it. Hold on a second. I got a phone call. All right, I think it fixed it. Yeah. Maybe you guys shouldn't drink pop. I don't care. I drink way too many energy drinks. I drink probably really close to 3 or 4 a day. Every day. Ain't gonna stop for nobody. I don't care. How's it going? Hey, how's it going? Good. How we doing? You guys enjoy the nice weather.
Yeah, you too, man.
A Starburst flavored one, pink Starburst, and then the other one is And then I have a peach, a honey or whatever it's called. I got 2 C4s and a honey, and then I drank a bucked up this morning because my girlfriend didn't like the flavor. Now sour gummy bear or something. Aaron M. Holt will buy Celsius by the case. Yeah, I don't buy anything. I don't buy anything by the case. You probably should. As much as I drink, I probably should. But I just like to drink. They have the Thunder one at Aldi, the sugar free, like something. I don't remember what it's called. I used to get that one. Good Person Inc. sounds reputable. It's from a friend. Jake, I got that from Jake Hudson. But good cars. Jack Waters, CEO, founder of Good Person Inc. Andre, you're not a time traveler. Just kidding. What up, Andre? Just going on a little kayak trip, Andre. No, there ain't no gators out here. Ain't no gators in that water. Ain't no river gators. Ain't no common. Ain't no crops. Gonna be a snapping turtle. Going up the lakes forever, pretty much. Shit, I'm trying to do this again. Oh, love it. How big them river gators get down there? Well, I saw pounds that get, you know. I don't know. I have no idea where I was going with that. No, I don't know. No river gators. None. Zilch, nada. We do have the Rock This Monster. The Rock This Monster, he comes upstream every once in a while. Flicks his head my way. To a bass. Doug is right next to me. Chill out. Shut your tail. Emily, I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to fish somewhere else. still haven't caught a fish yet. Excuse me. Did something happen? Is my sound off? Is something wrong with my sound? Can you guys hear me at all? All my stuff's right. Hold on, let me reconnect. It's all good? I was gonna reconnect. I didn't know, because I got a phone call in between. Very low. Let's see. Settings. Audio. Check, check. Oops. Check, check. Might be too loud. You guys can hear me? All right. Now it's too loud. What the hell? I'm like whispering right now. Oh gosh. Because everybody's got a delay and I'm hearing a bunch of different stuff. So about them gators. Hold on. I want to get this right. Emily, I'm going to trust you. I'm not going to hit any walls. The current just kind of takes you. I mean, I'm not going to just hit the bank. Kind of float with the water. You ever floated before? Come on. Come on. Who wants to do karaoke? I'll do karaoke. As long as we get to sing Avril Lavigne. I'll do an Avril Lavigne duet with you. You can do the Avril Lavigne lines, and I'll do the Mod Sun lines. If you were trying to hit the bank, that would be easy. What floats your boat? I would say buoyancy in the shape. No wake signs everywhere. Ouch! All right. Oh, this is stupid. It's not auto scrolling through my comments. It's annoying. I gotta like keep sliding them up. It's stupid. Karaoke on open water. I'm down. Yeah, Tiffany used to have good streams when I like. Well, Tiffany always has good streams. But no, I like doing the karaoke ones. I just knew it was a pain in the butt because she kept getting flagged for like copyright stuff at the time. You jumper by third eye blind. Wish you would step out from that ledge, my friend. I always think of Yes Man though when I do it. Red Bull, Red Bull. I had just enough energy drinks to do that. Wish you would step out from that ledge, my friend. Yeah, it's weird, Andre, that was years ago now. It's weird to think about that. We're gonna go into the frisbee golf course here in a little bit. I'll look for some frisbees on the way out because I wouldn't mind finding some before the water raises back up. It's a great time for that. Listen here, mother ducker. There's a beaver. Oh, just missed him. There's a beaver though. He's swimming right in front of me. Thinks he's sneaky. Yeah, it actually was a good time. And I enjoyed playing frisbee golf with Granny. Granny's actually a really fun person to hang out with. He's exactly what you expect. Like when you meet him, smells kind of funny, but Granny's a nice guy. He talked me out of carrying my bong around. So then I had to have a cigar with him because he smokes like fucking weird cigars. It wasn't bad. Like a Black and Mild or something, but I didn't carry my bong around, and then so I had to go fucking 12 or 13 holes without smoking the tobacco I like. And then when we got about halfway through, I stopped in my car and got to hit my bong, and that's when I went home or took him back. No, I don't remember if he got a ride. No, I took him back. But it took us probably almost 2 hours to do just half the course over there. Oh yeah, he's a ripe individual. He kind of smells like he looks, a little greasy, a little musty. You know, he he I don't know, smells like somebody that would wear a corn costume. If I had to guess, you know, he had one of those fucking Elmer Fudd hats on when I met him. It was just like one of those checkered ones. Kind of like the one that fucking Joe Dirt wears when the dog gets his ball stuck to the front porch. Yeah, Granny's not. I don't know. Granny's exactly how you'd expect him to be. It's the best way to say it. Like he looks like if you look at him through the computer, you can't say he doesn't look like he's got a scent to him, like a little something going on. From Texas. Where's Granny? Oh, I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Oh, okay. So I'll show you where we're at. We're right by the spot where the bridge beer originally started. So a couple of years back, there were some kids that used to party over on this inlet that's right over here to the left. When I was 16, I used to party out here too. I know how to get here. And we used to party out here because cops couldn't get to this point because you had to cross a little man-made bridge that we made, and then we take it down on the way across, and then we just had bonfires and shit out here and drink and get in trouble. But well, we never got in trouble, just doing naughty things. And I stopped over here last year before I took my trip, and it was snowing, and I found some beer, and I had put it at a bridge later on my trip, and that's where the bridge beer actually came to fucking fruition, because I knew the beer was there. That's why I called it bridge. Like, I knew there was going to be beer at that bridge. The only difference is it had sat there for fucking 7 days under that bridge, and I knew there was a half case of beer there though. Yeah, that shit reminded me of Granny because it was like a duck edition of Bush Light. It tasted so weird because I don't drink beer, so just not a beer drinker. Shout out to all my ripe homies. How old was I? That was last year. I was probably like 16 when I used to party out here. But no, last year. I think last year is when the bridge beer thing happened. But I'll go over here and look real quick. That's because you're from Florida. You have to drink Corona. It only makes sense, right? What up, little Tyler? How you doing tonight? Andre loves Heineken. Actually, I don't want to pull over. But yeah, this is the spot that I used to walk around, that we used to party at. It's up here on this ledge, and there's like fire pits and stuff over here. And I think we found a cage and shit over here one time. Like, we found some really weird shit up here. Well, this is where the bridge beer was found and brought to the bridge. So it was probably some kids that come out here and drink, and they just left it out here. And then they were probably pissed. They came back thinking they had a half case of beer over there, and then we moved it on them. Ooh, there's a big raccoon. Just crawled into this hole. I don't really want to go over there. I'll climb up my fucking kayak. That was usually a 35-pound raccoon that just walked under that little ledge in there. Because I'm getting closer to in town right now, so that's when all the fat raccoons are. No, the fat raccoons they go into the streets at night. Fat raccoons don't live in the woods, or if they do live in the woods, they live close to town, so they can get in all the dumpsters. That's why they're fat. Fucking trash pandas. Oh yeah, some I think it's crazy how fucking big raccoons can get, and that's how you know how close they are and comfortable with humans. The bigger they are, oh my gosh. There's some people that live uh, like on the outskirts of town that have like I've had to like block off raccoons that are like moving bricks out of the way because they could just get in with their little hands and they move people's bricks that I will put in. It's so strange to me. Like I've tried to get people get rid of raccoons out of people's houses before because they're like building houses underneath the fucking uh, what's it called, the foundation. And so they'll move bricks and create holes and burrow into areas. And every time I try to like brick it off, they're fucking big enough to move it out of the way. It's crazy to me. Their little hands. I don't like them. They're like otters. I think otters are creepy with their hands too. Reaching the stairs after hubby's legs through the steps. Ooh, that's weird. I my mom almost got attacked by one time where I think we were camping and she threw some garbage into a dumpster and there was one in there and it tried to attack her. No, now that I'm getting into town, I'm actually gonna put my fishing pole away. Cause yeah. Ooh, I see a robin. Oh yeah, they can open anything. I think I'm pulling over for a minute. Got a whole shopping cart. Jesus Christ. I mean, I wouldn't call them rapids, but nothing out here is rapid like. Can't talk to people that know everything. It's too hard. Too much work. People that know everything are a waste of your energy most of the time. This is a message I was trying to get to Rocco because I think it's really relatable, especially if you're getting into fighting. Um, Having a good conversation is like sparring. It has to be a back and forth, and you're not just waiting to throw the combination that you have in your head. You're you're waiting to see what they throw. You're blocking what they do, and you're reciprocating. It's a back and forth, and it's a controlled thing. But conversations, just like sparring, can go bad if somebody's just waiting to do what they want to do and just waiting for the other person to stop talking or stop throwing punches so they can say what they want to say or so that they can throw their punch. That's why I think the last time I talked to Carl, when I talked to him and Rocco, it's weird coming from this is the last time I talked to Carl and the time before that I talked to Carl. He doesn't come off as crazy Carl to me. But like when I watch his videos when he's talking to him, like when he's talking to himself or talking to other people or responding to other people, it comes off weird to me, and I have questions. But when I'm actually talking to Carl, he doesn't come off as a crazy person to me. I mean, I don't know his whole backstory, and I don't pretend to. I just started trying to like hear more about his life and some of the stuff he's been through. But it's weird when everybody calls him Crazy Carl, and he seemed like the most sound person to talk to, especially when he's talking to somebody like Rocco. Like he was ready to answer questions. He was open for all the questions. I think it's so you can tell a dynamic when somebody's talking. And a lot of people put comments on my stuff recently, and they were like, "Oh, the guy in the blue hoodie, this and that," and the guy in the blue hoodie, like without knowing him. And like I know when he interrupts people and stuff like that. Like I can tell when it happens. But I give people like what depending on if I know the panel, and most of the time I know my panel pretty well of who I have up. Um, and like if Boss Man's up there, I know Boss Man will be like, "Hey, I'm talking. Don't talk over me." Like, and those are the type of clips that I don't mind putting up because I know people will talk over other people, and we have enough of a community. Like I can actually balance certain things out. Like when I know it's chaos, I've put like Jimmy and what's his face, the Papa. I can't remember his name now, but he comes on a lot. He's a UFC fan. He's an older guy who's got a dreadlocked beard. I put him and Jimmy Rizzo on the screen and just left because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get a word in edgewise. So I just let them sit on and argue with each other. But most of the time, I know the panel pretty well. I think Carl actually has good intention. Yeah, yeah. There's it's orchestrated chaos over here to say the best. Like everybody I invite up, and when I invite them up. Like sometimes there's sometimes I don't invite certain people up depending on who's on. But like most of the time, if I know you, you're allowed to come on. I've always done that, and as long as people have established like a rapport with me, even if they're silly and talk shit, like I like that too. There's a lot of shit talkers that I invite up on my panel. I think it's a good time, but they know how to do it coordinatedly. Like they don't have to. It's not just shit talking. Like it's done somewhat clever or it's entertaining to watch. That was actually yeah. That was actually like that's why I don't like going on big panels. Um, I don't think there's enough orchestration, like where people have done it enough, where they're like, oh, I know the people and I know how this is gonna work. Like when certain people are talking, I'll mute my mic and have a cigarette, take it in what they're saying, and I'm not just waiting to say what I want to say. I was really bad when I first started doing YouTube. I used to interrupt people a lot. I've gotten better at it. I used to jump on people a little bit, like not because not because I was trying to be inconsiderate, but just because when a thought comes to my head, I really do want to word vomit it out. But I've gotten better at it. Oh yeah, Andre knows how to handle his business too. Andre knows how to handle his business, and yeah, there's quite a few people. Mud Rabbits. There's a reason Mud Rabbits like my main mod. She's the OG. If I ever need somebody to vent somebody, Mud Rabbit's the person. Mud Rabbit can. Mud Rabbit's told me people that I shouldn't talk to long before I ever figured it out, or I give them way too much rope to hang themselves with. But yeah, there's I've had plenty of guests that tell me, hey, why are you even talking to this person? Mud Rabbit picks up vibes a lot faster than I do. Sometimes it makes out to be better content that I don't know better. When he first came with the littles. That's the thing. I've never had a problem with the little family. I get what they do. It makes sense to me. And for the most part, I believe that they're never like doxing people or doing anything. They're not talking about kids or anything like that. They seem like a good community. I've never had an issue with them. That's why Rocco has so many. That's why Rocco has so many issues with me. How's the noodling down here? Probably not good here. If I got into the next river, it's like pretty far away from here, but it has to be a little bit deeper for noodling. But you can noodle out here. I wouldn't do it, but there's people that definitely do. The catfishing out here is pretty good. Yeah, I think I like Little Me. I know Bambi's not part of the Little family, but I like Bambi. I like all the people I met in the pizza verse. Is that what Bambi's in? The pizza verse. Um, she like runs it or something. But yeah, I like Doom. I like Black Goku. I like Little Tex T's always been nice. Little Mama Payday's always been nice. Little Me's always been cool. I like Lil Me because he's a straight up dude. Like if you say, hey yo, I want to talk to you about some shit, he's down to do it. Like that's what I look for in people. Little Leg Day's funny. Um, Buddy Rowe is a genuine dude. Like I think Buddy Rowe's a pretty stand up guy too. I've probably talked to Buddy Rowe more than I've talked to anybody else, just because I think Buddy Rowe's just a genuine dude. But I mean, he could have been trolling me. Who knows? But I thought he was a nice guy. Yeah, Herman. I think Herman's pretty much taken a pretty long break from social media. I called his phone number recently, and I think he shut off his Google number that I had for him. Um, yeah, I think he's just taking a break from it. I think he's burnt himself out from it. He's been doing it for a long time, and the last time we were on, he kind of had like a community of people after him. Yeah, it got a little messy. Oh no, not Rocco. I was talking about Herman. But it wasn't like Herman didn't do anything wrong. He just had it was an old group of friends that he used to have that um, they no longer talk to him. So it was then their job to go around and try to trash him on all my streams. And yeah, I could just tell it was getting to him. Exactly. And that's exactly what Herman is. Herman is just a gentle dude, and he's a fun-loving dude, and he's a religious guy, and wears his heart on his sleeve. And his friends knew how to say things that were super personal. So that's why he took him serious. He didn't like hearing shit like that from people that used to know him well. Yeah, yeah. Herman's one of the few guys. Like I was so comfortable with Herman that when I was kayaking, I would let him come up on stream with me. Like I used to share my link when I was kayaking, but now between the chat and everything else, it's one of those things that I only want to do open panels when I'm sitting in front of my computer, where I can vouch for things a little bit more. So otherwise, I kind of feel bad about not letting certain people up that I don't know yet. I'd rather test them out on my computer rather than when I'm floating down the river. You think it's his birthday this month? Yeah. Oh man. Once I get to the frisbee golf course here in a second, I'm gonna look for some frisbees, and then I'm gonna probably wrap this stream up. I'm like a city block away. I want to grab this last energy drink though. I can't reach it. Come on, baby. God damn it. It's too far under the nose of my kayak. Oh yeah. This one's peach flavored. On the road again. Welcome back, Emily. Damn, it sounds bright out here. Ooh, I don't know what the tunnel's gonna look like over here. No, I just took a break a little bit ago. I'm good now. Took me 3 years. You guys want to see the babies? Alright, I think that's the end of my trip. Hey, yeah. I never killed a vibe. I'm obsessed with my life. Oh, that's the broken foot. I don't know if you guys can see all the geese. This is the Frisbee golf course, though. The one I usually play at. Oh, that's my buddy and his girlfriend. Let's stop and say hi. Yeah, you guys have a good rest of your day. Nice seeing everybody.